Are you ready for the ultimate bikepacking weekend adventure? Join us for an unforgettable self-supported bikepacking trip through Southwest Virginia. The Grayson Gravel Pie Bikepacking Adventure travels along the Virginia Creeper Trail, the beautiful gravel roads of Grayson County, Virginia, and the New River Trail. All lodging and camping arrangements are included, along with daily routes and guides riding along with you. This self-supported adventure offers resupply opportunities every 20 miles for your food and water needs. Find out more at graveltraveldirt.com.
You're listening to Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt.
Hi, everybody. I'm Brian.
And I'm Joey.
This is episode 191 of Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and
Is
Dirt.
it? Because I thought last week said 89, and I thought we were on 90.
Nope. I am very conscientious of the numbers. I pay a lot of attention to the numbers.
How much do you pay?
I pay a little bit. So if you're new here, this is the podcast where we talk about gravel bikes, adventure biking, bikepacking, bike camping. Tonight, we're going to talk about bike shows. The Bike Expo coming up in Philly. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Or just playing bikes. I didn't see on the distributors or the sponsors or the exhibitors list Salt Stick or JoJé. I didn't see either one of those. That's too bad they won't be there. But maybe they're just depending upon us to carry the good love from Salt Stick and
Yes.
JoJé.
They gave us thousands of stuff to give out.
Yes, bunches of things. We have given away a lot of
We
stuff.
already ran out.
We need to get some more. If you don't know, Salt Stick helps athletes maintain performance by replacing a full spectrum of electrolytes lost through sweat in a form and quantity your body can absorb. And right alongside JoJé Bars, bring together the right balance of whole food ingredients for sustainable energy, including optimal levels of healthy fats, carbohydrates, and nut-based proteins. If you're interested, I use both of those things now. I use JoJé Bars a lot. My favorite flavor is that blueberry lemon quinoa thing that is literally so refreshing. And Salt Stick, I use the Fast Chews. If you want either one of those things, go to the Salt Stick website or the JoJé website, reach the checkout and use the code LOVEYABUY for 20% off all of their items. I'll have that code and those links in the show notes.
You know what I use instead?
What?
Beer and Uncrustables.
Uncrustables
Guaranteed to get you where you need to go.
Uncrustables are really good. Cutaway USA offering premium cycling apparel born in the Blue Ridge Mountains. Cutaway is an industry leader using innovative fabrics combined with clean, bold design. Make sure to visit their website at cutawayyusa.com to see all the goods. And when you reach the checkout there, use the code GTD20 to once again take 20% off of your entire order. We're offering massive discounts to our listeners.
You're losing money by not spending it.
You know, Salt Stick, JoJé, and Cutaway USA, they're just our partners in this effort of sharing gravel love. And we're happy, we're proud to have them alongside of us.
Yes.
I know I am. They're all products that I use. You know, I've had a lot of people email me about sponsorship opportunities. And I tell them, you've got to send us that product to use it. Some of them are open to the idea, and then we never hear back from them again.
I was going to make fun of you, but we've had some
We actually
inquiries.
have. We've had some inquiries from folks, and then they say, well, we'll send you something and you can try it. And, you know, but all of these things are things that we've sort of discovered on our own and then reached out to people.
I only sell what I trust at my store.
Yeah.
I don't stock it.
All right, now, do you have your show notes open?
I always have my show notes
Because
open.
right there, do you see in giant, bold, colored
You talk about
letters?
Beets.
No, I don't talk about Beets every week. If you wanted to know about Beets, I can tell people about Beets. I have become a big beet gummy user. In fact, you can go to graveltraveldirt.com/beet to see the beets that we use. Beets, if you don't know, raise the nitric oxide levels in your body that increases blood flow, improves lung function. It makes words easier to read, and it strengthens your muscles. So use Beets.
It
I'm a
makes
believer.
words easier to read.
Yes, because sometimes I've struggled with that, and I don't struggle with them nearly as much
Not like
Now-
before the podcast.
now that
You should take some Beets.
now that I've taken the Beets. So yeah, they improve your podcasting performance. They increase your time to exhaustion on the bike and in other places. So you've got more time to enjoy life and enjoy the things. Now, what's the next thing, Joey, in the show notes?
Is the crack of the week.
Please.
I have is it a Helic Pale Ale from our friend Larry.
Yes.
Scary Larry from Chestnut Brew Works out of Morgantown, West Virginia. It's pretty good. It's a delectable, hoppy American Pale Ale without the harsh bitterness. So you might actually like that.
The IPA actually brings that, and that's a pale ale that doesn't have that kind of harsh.
Doesn't have the harsh hops.
Huh. Are you going to open another one of those?
Maybe you want to finish this one?
Is there how much is in that?
Enough for you to.
Yeah, I'll finish it.
All right, then we will have a real crack of the week.
Yeah, let's go get it. And I'm gonna. The can is really cool too. It's got like a VW that's carrying like the kegs of the beer, and it's got the hops and the barley in the
So I
background.
switched because seasonally, when the flannels come out, the beer switches too.
Well,
That's a good one.
well done. That's a nice crack of the week.
This one's a it's Jimmy Truffle from Heavy Seas.
Mm.
It's a dessert stout.
Oh,
it is a dessert stout.
Stout and porter
Stout
season.
Oh,
Because it is
Boys
cold
come
out. Yeah, okay, cheers. Clink. There you go.
That's our first beer together.
In a while, well, in
Yeah.
like a week.
So that's actually not that's on my backwash.
That's what makes it sweeter.
Yeah.
Oh, that is good because it's got that
It's got the IPA, but without
the fullness
Ow.
of the IPA without
Ow.
that nasty kind of like, oh my god, what it is
Yeah.
there.
it's
And
Jimmy's Truffle. So Jimmy is Jimmy's for sprinkles.
okay.
So
They always have to have their government warnings on the labels. That's too bad. And they've got a nice "Keep West Virginia Clean, Please Recycle" on there. That's a nice can.
Yeah.
A very nice can. Let me see that can.
should
that you
they?
have.
This one's beautiful. Does that mean the people there have to shower?
Maybe. Oh, I like that. It's got that's the like the skull, like the Mexican.
Day of the Dead.
Day of the Dead, that's what I was thinking of.
Day of los Muertos.
Yeah.
Let's screw that one up every time.
And it's kind of pink, and
It's
Maybe we should
it's
take a-
beautiful artwork.
let's
I'll do
take-
them together.
let's make sure we get a picture of both of these together, and we'll make that the cover photo. We haven't done that in a while. It's beer drinking season. It's
It's
getting
always
back to
beer
that time.
drinking season.
You know, I noticed on my ride today that it was just very enjoyable because I wasn't training for anything.
Were you looking for fry balls?
I did. I found a few. But you know, the thing is, now I'm going to tell everybody what we're talking. We play that little game, Fireball,
We
and
play it more than people think.
we
It
play-
didn't fade out.
It does not go away. Well, people keep drinking Fireballs and throwing the little bottles on the side of the road, but now they're throwing bigger bottles too.
Yeah. And they're throwing them at us.
I haven't had that happen. Have you had that happen? Fireball bottle?
No, just a golf ball.
I've had water bottles thrown at me. Like
Huh.
I've had that happen, and I've had like sodas and styrofoam things thrown at me. I had one of those that blew up on my back one time, and like got everything all sticky.
That was me.
Yeah. No. The Fireball game. You are. I don't know what it is. You've got like this.
It's like a tick. Like I can't see one without yelling it, even if I'm by myself.
That I can't. I do that too, but you seem to see them at such a greater distance than everybody else.
I can't wear sunglasses. I wear my actual glasses.
Maybe that's it because I don't wear my
My
glasses.
eyes are trained for like the shape, the color, the logo. Even if it's like smeared, run over. Like
like a flattened
Yeah,
Fireball bottle.
I go upstairs and train like 20 minutes a day.
I wonder if other people have like weird little games like Fireball game that we play that they do when they're riding.
They need to.
If you have them, tell us about them. I would love to actually hear about other
Yeah,
people's
what
little
else?
weird games.
What
I
else
had
did you
a
play?
couple of people on tour one time. For the entire week, there was like 3 people in this little group that rode together, and they collected change. And whoever collected the most change at the end of the week got to keep all the change.
That
that
gets
they had
too heavy.
collected. And no, they just during the day you throw it in your jersey pocket, and then you put it in
Yeah.
your little stash. And by the end of the week, I had gotten sucked into that little game, and it's weird because you're walking around gas stations over by the pumps, looking on the
Yeah.
ground, pennies and nickels, and you'd be surprised how much change you can find
Oh,
around
yeah.
gas
When you
pumps
start looking,
everywhere. Once you start looking, it's
You're cooking.
everywhere. So anyway, What were we even talking about? I don't even remember.
The Yankees are winning, unfortunately.
But I noticed on my ride today that I wasn't. When you've just passed that thing that you're training for, and you don't have something like on that's looming ahead of you, like
well, it's 6 months to today for Croatan.
Is it? No, it's got to be less than that, is it?
No.
Is it 6 months?
Yeah.
It feels like it's a long ways off. March, I guess so. October, November, December, January, February, March.
It is March 18th.
Wow. Almost to the day. It is to the day. Good grief. But no, I was like, my ride was like totally chill today, totally like just like whatever happens. And I began to notice more fireball. I did. And I think maybe because, your mind is in a different place and, you're just thinking about something different.
Or do you remember where I called them all out from the other day?
No. Yeah, well, yeah, I did. There was the one spot, remember they were all in the gutter and it was like, you were like, fireball, 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 because they were all stacked up on top of each other. I had to get way out in front of you on that ride to actually be able to see any.
Had way too many.
And then for every fireball you see, I still like the idea of like if you win fireball, you have to drink one of those little nasty.
Yeah, we got to actually do that.
My bike, remember I put my bike back together for the trainer and replaced the derailleur and put a new chain. That thing, I rode it on the trainer last night. Wow.
Nice.
Wow. Yeah. It was quiet. It wasn't going, it wasn't making all kind of ruckus and nonsense.
Aren't you a whole speed off, though?
No, I got it all dialed in. I got everything. You would be proud of me. I got it in the stand working, and then once I put it on the trainer, because it's basically like switching it. So I had to kind of readjust everything, which is hard to do on a trainer.
Yeah,
it is very difficult to do because you're on the bike and then you're off the bike and then you're on. You can't like make those, fine adjustments. So, replacing that whole derailleur. It's amazing how much nicer a derailleur is that doesn't have 22,000 miles on it, because that's what I looked to see. That felt actually had 22,000 miles on that derailleur. It's amazing they last that long.
I mean, it was probably a little tired before that.
Yeah, it was real tired. It was very, very worn out and very, very beyond clapped out. But the new derailleur, replacing the chain, getting everything dialed in. It was really nice. It was pleasant to ride the trainer. And I think maybe that had been a part of the reason why, because I'd put the trainer together and then I'd gotten on it a few times and it was just so loud and obnoxious and it was so just horrible. That felt good. The new Gravel Life t-shirt, Joey, that we talked about.
It is kicking off.
It is selling like crazy. And if you haven't seen that, check out our Instagram. If you want to get one of those, I am going to suggest.
Sold 4 during the podcast.
I want to suggest that you get on that bandwagon quickly. We will have stickers. We'll have new Gravel Life stickers at
the
Philly
new
Bike
sticker.
Expo.
Oh yeah, at the Expo.
And then I've also got a new hidden sticker that I'm not going to share the design for, but I should have those at Gravel Life or Gravel at Philly Bike Expo as well. Maybe I'll share that on the Instagram as we get closer to Philly Bike Expo.
Come find us for them.
And you got to come find us to get one. I'm also going to bring a select number of the Gravel Life t-shirts. So if you want to
have them by then?
Oh, yeah. I'll have them by Philly Bike Expo. I should actually have some of them even shipped out by then. But I'm going to go ahead and share this. I would like to get a patch made as well.
Oh, yeah.
So when you get the Gravel Life t-shirt, you would get the t-shirt, stickers, some Love You Buy stickers. I'm going to throw in this little sticker that I don't want to talk about yet that you've seen the design on. Tell people is it on point and good?
It is.
It is very nice. Very nice.
Makes me a little crabby, but
Oh, you're throwing out hints, bud.
Yeah.
And then I want to get I can't promise that the patches will be ready and be made yet.
These were made pretty quickly.
But
I'm going to take a very select few of these to Philly too.
Okay, so you're going to have some Steal Your Face?
Yeah, I need some more holographic stickers.
Yeah. So we'll have those. We're going to have a whole bunch of stuff. We'll just have them in a backpack. And we're going to be talking to vendors. So you're going to have to come find us.
Trade us something cool.
Yeah, you have to come touch Joey.
I'm all about trading right now.
Oh, let's do that. Sticker trades.
Ooh. So this is kind of dorky.
Yeah.
because I'm an Eagle Scout, at the 100th year Boy Scout Jamboree at AP Hill
Mhm.
years ago.
Yeah.
They had patch swaps everywhere. It was so cool.
Oh, that is neat.
Yeah, because
The kids did that at Disney World. They do the little pins.
Mhm.
They'd have the little pin swap things.
there's
and
some
all that
like
stuff.
people are hardcore about that in Scouts. I got some high level patches.
Yeah.
I've worked my way up.
Ah. Did you ever do? Did you get to Eagle Scout?
Yeah, I literally just said that.
Oh, I was
I'm
looking
an
at
Eagle
something
Scout.
else.
I got it when I was 16 years old.
You got it early then.
Hell yeah.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. So sometimes I'm looking at the board and I'm looking at other.
Yeah, I got so many college scholarships from it, like they said.
Yeah.
No.
So, very good.
Yeah.
All right, that's all that's going on in my world. Ride my bike, ride my trainer. I'm coming up with merch to sell. Merch. I hate that. Merchandise. Let's be adults here. We have merchandise. We have things to sell. We have things to give away. I want to be able to give away
Flag sales.
as much as I sell away. How's that? I like
Yes.
that. I like that. No, anyway, what's
Much
going
like cutaway, sell away.
That'd be a great name.
Yeah.
Sell away, giveaway. What's going on in your world, Joey? Tell me. I haven't
we-
seen you all
we-
day yesterday.
We did. Did we ever? Is that our first metric of the year? We did on Friday. Or
Together?
did we do some in the spring?
I think it was the first one we've done together this year.
But I didn't have big miles this summer, and I love long rides this time of year.
It's just a beautiful time of the year.
We were supposed to go to Croatan, and then my lower back was hurting. Didn't think it'd be good to sit in the car for 6 hours from unpaved.
Nope.
Matt had had a small procedure last week.
You could say it's probably a large.
Yeah, I was texting Matt, and I was like, I don't think I'm going to sit in the car. He's like, I don't think I'm going to make it either. So called an audible, stayed home, had a one-day staycation, and me, and Chris has never ridden more than 50. So I told him we'd do like 50 miles, but I knew we were doing a metric. He was okay with it. He's a champ.
Did he get the 62 or?
He got
63?
just right. Yeah, he got right around there.
Close enough that it counts.
Yeah, and he actually loved it. He did great.
He did.
Yeah,
Especially, I mean, he was on that tricross.
he was a
with those
little
big
hungry,
42s.
but it didn't bother. Like we got back, and I know when we got Asbury wanted to go home and eat, but
We had those potatoes though.
yeah, I told him I was like, eat it. You got to eat.
You got to eat some liquor. Yeah, you
I
do.
think I had
You have
multiple
to eat.
donuts
Yes, you can't just sit at Dunkin' Donuts. You need real food, protein,
and alcohol.
carbs.
No, that was great. That was my first. So I got the Synapse like the 2 nights before unpaved.
Mhm.
So I rode it like 15 miles.
Pretty
I
bike.
really got to really ride it. So just like the Athos, I did a very short ride, and then we did it like a 70 miler the next time on the Athos, and then I did them all city too. But so my joke is I got to do a metric every time I get a new road bike. No, the bike was amazing. I don't know how to describe it. My big bugaboo with road bikes is I'm an endurance rider. I'm not a performance rider anymore. But I don't like the way like a Specialized Roubaix feels. It's like they call it like an old man bike. It's way too relaxed. It's really sluggish.
Yeah.
No offense.
No, they are.
I don't like the Future Shock.
I can absolutely agree with
on the
100%.
Specialized. So the geometry is not my favorite. The tarmac changed, and
Blakey.
the SL7 is not as comfortable as all the other tarmacs were. But I like the snappy and nimbleness of that. So then Specialized answered that with the Athos, and we all know about that. And the Synapse has caught my eye for a while because it kind of sits in between, doesn't have the Future Shock. It's very snappy and handles very well, but you could tell it was meant for a long haul without feeling like an old man's bike.
Yeah.
So it handled so well. Unlike my Athos, it'll clear 35s, where my Athos, my 32s were almost rubbing the frame.
Well, when I got the Roubaix, it was like you didn't really have any option in the endurance geometry except for to go with the Future Shock. And I remember like talking with, I think it was Russ at the time. I was like, am I buying into a technology that's going to be antiquated and unsupported in like 3 years? And lo and behold, it's not unsupported. I'm not going to go there with Specialized yet, but I mean, the fewer Specialized, like the fewer those Future Shocks show up on bikes, the less a mechanic is going to know how to deal with that. So that's kind of what. But and it robs watts. I tell you, it does. I mean, you can feel the power getting sucked up in the Future Shock. But the Synapse.
The Synapse was great. It handled exactly like I wanted it. It was still very snappy. Didn't feel like an old man's bike. It was very comfortable. The seat, I needed some chamois butter, but because I'm not a big person with sheet issues, but I do like my Brooks and I like my Power, and this is some physique.
You hadn't put the Brooks on there yet, right?
No, I need that. They're so out of stock right now.
Oh,
I need C17.
I am in desperate need of.
Yeah, you need a new saddle.
I need a new saddle badly, and since I really love that Brooks on the Otso, I think it makes sense to kind of just put the same thing in place. Blakey?
Blake's been a little too wild. No, it was great, and I had the radar. It's got all the bells and whistles. It is weird. I always forget I have a front derailleur because I've been riding my Kona so much. But no, the 12-speed Ultegra is super nice and crisp. Yeah. I like the hoods a lot better than the old stuff. They fit in I got bigger hands. They fit in my hands better. The radar is super nice. Not when there's two of us and it's always beeping, but no, it was great.
I really love having my radar.
It was great, even on the main roads, just having a peace of mind knowing.
Yeah, you know what's back there. You know what's and you can tell how fast people are coming, and you can kind of get a feel for the volume of traffic behind you without having to look over your shoulder or being able to hear it. Because sometimes when you're going down a hill, you get that wind speed and the road noise. You can't hear a car behind you, but
except for Parker's Wharf, where I thought it was you and it was windy and it was a car.
That's right, it was a car.
Because every so often you would show up as a car.
Well, I'm car sized, so
yeah, me too. So. No, I had a fantastic ride on Friday. It was fun riding with you and Chris.
It was.
I love that this time of year, and I hope to do many more. I got home from that, and that's the first time I really used my Garmin since probably Jess had it at Gravel Worlds or the Average Joe, and it all uploaded. I didn't realize Jess never turned it off.
What do you mean never turned it? Oh, the ride was still going?
So I got on, and I was like, I finally hit like 2,000 miles on my Strava. I was like, I thought I had less than that because I mountain biked a lot more. So as far as mileage, it was low. And then I get on my computer finally, like Saturday morning. I'm like, it just takes us all, like, it's from like Nebraska all the way to Indiana. I had like 600 extra miles. So I had to delete that. So I kind of got my hopes up and down.
And probably also at like 400 miles an hour because it was in an airplane. No, we had that in the car.
No, you had it on the car.
I had it in the car. That's right.
But yeah, that was pretty funny. Friday was a blast. Me and Jess rode 3-notch on Saturday. There was some like church ride thing that we just got ahead of.
Oh, that's good.
There was like 30 people in the parking lot. I'm like, what the hell? I shouldn't say that with the church people, but no, we got out. It was fun, and then got some coffee after. But that was my riding. I took Sunday off because I actually felt really good. My legs weren't really heavy, but I just needed my lower back. I complain about my back a lot, but I don't do anything other than like CBD and that kind of stuff. I need to stretch a little bit more. No, that was all my riding. Shop talk really quick, because I don't think I've done a lot of shop talk. We got a lot of cool bikes in. I think our last thing was announcing Cannondale, but since then we've gotten Topstones in. We got a run of Kona gravel bikes in. We have the Verges in. So this is the first time we've had like a gravel bike selection since... I couldn't tell you the last time. I got to bring some of those diverges down, and we got to display all our stuff a little better. We're just not used to actually having that many drop bar bikes, especially in the new store. So that's pretty exciting. The new Topstones, I think we got the 3s. So like that $1,500, $1,600 bike, which is pretty good.
Yeah, that is nice.
That's a nice frame. Like that thing looks beautiful. And we got some of the 2s coming in here very shortly, which bumps up your components a good level. But no, those things are awesome deal for the buck. Bang for the buck. Which is nice because the Konas we have, I only have like one Libre, but our other Konas are like Roves and Sutras that are steel.
Okay.
And then we finally got that Verges. Now everything in the under the sun for Specialized has SRAM on it, but the Topstones still have like SRAM or Shimano Sora mechanicals. Okay. So they're pretty sweet.
Hey, what's it going to look like? Because I'm going to be looking at upgrading my component group on the Roubaix.
Oh yeah.
What's the market going to be looking like come spring for that? Hard to say, or
I think we need to sit down and
tell you because
if you want the Shimano group set, we need to put that on back order soon. SRAM, I could probably get you SRAM a lot easier, but
I don't. I know that the 105 Di2.
Yeah, I like the Ultegra Di2 a lot.
Yeah, isn't the Ultegra Di2 a little bit more pricey.
No, I'm just saying as far as the feel and functionality, it's just modeled after that.
We've just never seen the 10. Have you ever had hands on with the 105 DI2?
No, I think I have. I might have some bikes with it coming in very soon, but no, I haven't. Only the Ultegra and Darius, but they're all modeled after each other, and it feels good.
Okay.
I like the hoods. I like the. It's a little bit quieter. I'd say it's just as smooth. I mean, it's always been smooth.
Because from riding with me over the weekend, it was like that.
Oh yeah, you're cross training.
Oh Lord have mercy!
Derailleur's gonna fall off.
Yeah. But you know what? It's a known problem. Again, same thing. I got as many miles on that. I got 20 some odd thousand miles on that Ultegra derailleur. It's
a little tired.
It doesn't owe me anything. But instead of just replacing the derailleur, I think it might make a lot of sense to actually, go ahead and do the whole group set. But
you blow your derailleur out, buy a new group set.
Yeah,
that's what I coach to people, my staff.
Yeah, that's
Benny clapped out his whole bike. His whole front derailleur. He needs a new group set.
New bike.
Yeah,
new bike. It's time for a new bike.
At the minimum.
Time for a new bike.
Yeah.
What else you got? You got a big list. You were shop talk.
No, I just like I said, we've got a lot of cool. There's some fluctuation going on. Either shops are getting these cool bikes in, or shops are still without bikes. I've seen. So we took what we could because winter's coming. It's going to get slow, and we want to make it through the winter. So we got some cool bikes right now.
So you are a prognosticator of the future, because like it was weeks ago you were talking about how the industry was going to shift, and
then you read all Brain's articles today. I'm like,
bicycle retailer news. Just like literally today, I was going through
and
that.
Paul have been talking about this,
and it was like Thule laying people off. Pros Closet laying people off.
No.
Earnings aren't going to be what they thought they were going to be, and Saris did get actually their bankruptcy auction of the company.
Yeah,
we had all thought, and I think you had thought, that it would be
everyone thought Trek was going to buy it.
Ended up to be something called CNA Global, which basically sells tchotchke. They have no bike stuff in their portfolio, no cycling components of any way, shape, or no connection at all to the industry. I was
hoping SRAM would have bought. SRAM has acquired 10 brands now, and they took
PowerTap.
They took PowerTap.
Yeah.
And I was kind of hoping SRAM would take Saris.
Yeah. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens with Saris moving forward, because that CNA is basically a whatever we can buy to sell, and we want to sell it cheap on Amazon. So I hope that the Saris brand doesn't turn into like the way of like,
at least for a little bit.
Mongoose. You remember how Mongoose used to be like a brand, and then it turned into,
because we ordered a lot of Saris stuff 2 weeks before they announced their.
Oh no,
we're getting through it. I still love my products, and I just hope it stays made in the U.S.
Yeah. So. That right there would be the death nail, I think. So you've been doing a lot of like your newsletter through the shop. I want to give you
I don't know if I'll keep it on email, but I've been emailing it.
It's been wonderful. They're great reads, great pictures. I'm gonna let you tell people about it.
Does that make me like a blogger now? Is that a thing?
Kinda.
Is that coming back?
Kinda.
It will, because I'm doing it.
I
think it'll come back in my head.
You predict the future, so
I don't know. I mean, there's certain, and I'm not like the originator of it, obviously, but there's still times where I do enjoy like certain brands' emails every day.
Mm-hmm.
I get them, or like not every day, because every day is stupid. But like once a week or bi-weekly. There's something cool, and I need to do a little bit more tweaking to mine to make it a little bit more fun. But the thing with email is, it's coming back just like people want mail. You like a letter.
Mail.
Yeah. People like, I get excited for emails.
You should start sending them out as like a print. Like you should fold them up.
Oh no, you're joking, but we've talked about some mailers. It's coming back.
Not like junk mail. Like actually type it on a typewriter.
Oh, yeah.
And then make copies on a mimeograph machine and then fold them up and mail them out. Oh, that would be brilliant.
Maybe. Maybe come springtime.
And what we were talking about, the book that you were just showing me, Analog Instagram. I like that.
Analogogram.
Analogogram.
I've been doing these. It's fun to write. It actually takes me a couple hours because I get really into it. And I want to make sure it looks right. And I go through my photos, and then sometimes my photos are too big for the constant contact, and then I got to redo it all. But
it looks good. I've enjoyed reading.
I I did the wrong email blast the first time and I had like 30 unsubscribers because it was like a couple thousand people that never. I don't know where we got the emails, but so I selected the few that actually signed up. There's like right under 1,000, but I don't get many unsubscribers, and it's fun to write, and it gives people a recap. And I had a really good feedback on the Friday one because I gave a couple ride options and stuff like that, and I had a lot of clicks on the ride with GPS links and stuff.
Yeah.
You want to make it
routes.
friendly.
Yeah.
People want to know routes, and so people do the same mundane stuff. And if that floats their boat, it does. But it was cool. I need to incorporate a little bit of like a Joey section of like what I found on YouTube this week or something fun like that. Something entertaining. But I mean, the one thing you can't beat is the email algorithm. Like you're always going to have Instagram and Facebook and all that crap, but email is just email.
You can tell when people open it. You can tell how many times they open it.
I can see what people click on. Like it's kind of weird, but
there's so much data you can get out of an email.
Oh my God, yeah.
And
I could see what Brian Rains has done on that.
You can see if I forwarded it, if I opened it multiple times, how long I looked at it. Oh, there's so much you can.
A little creepy, a little Big Brother, but I just want to give some entertainment. Mondays comes out as the weekend recap, and then Fridays. I guess it starts with Friday. I started with talking about what we were going to do over the weekend. I gave people routes. I talked about some other stuff. And I said, if you go to Leonardtown, go to this place to grab coffee and a sandwich. And if you do Solomon's, here's this and this. And then yesterday, I just recapped what we did, gave a little write-up. I gave a little history on the 3-notch trail or what to do there. And yeah.
It was great to see Jess and her dirty kitten.
Yes.
She's had that
for a while, yeah.
She looked pretty badass.
She was so excited.
She looked ready to go.
She was 120% happy that whole ride.
And speaking of dirty kitten, I need to give a shout out to Amanda Headley. I met Amanda at Unpaved.
Yes.
I was giving out stickers, and we were chatting. And she is not only dirty kitten, but she is an author and writes horror books
about us.
They could be. So I was chatting with her, and I was like, okay, I want to read some of your books. I messaged her, like, which one would you recommend? Because she's got a bunch of them. I was like, which one would you recommend beginning with? She goes, oh, the Till We Become Monsters. And she sent me a signed copy of her book in the mail. It was nice. So I just got it like a couple of days ago. So I will dive into that, and I'm going to have a book report.
A book report?
A book report. We're going to have a book report. So thank you, Amanda, very much for the book. I did receive it. I will dive right into it, and I'm excited to be scared in this Halloween season. I will get myself a stout at home. I will curl up with a stout beer.
A little Afghan throw thing. And
read like a horror book, by the fire out by the solo stove on the back deck. Well, that'll be spooky, but a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to that.
Tell you what, I was in second grade. Pet Cemetery was on. I was supposed to take a nap.
Oh, sometimes that is better.
That scarred me from scary movies.
You got anything else before we jump to Strava?
You can't actually get this anymore. So I don't know what I'm talking about. But Grant Fanning, down in Richmond, No Tourist Magazine, Volume 1. It is awesome. It is Grant and other writers and photographers talking about rides in the Mid-Atlantic all over. The Outsiders are in there. It was our analog. Told Brian it's got just enough wordage. The beautiful pictures are in there. It's nice, and he's working on Volume 2 already.
I would equate it to now. I'm gonna try to mash up some things here. So you take a nice glossy magazine that's easy to read,
but it's like a flat, nice matte finish.
But it's also like got the same appeal of a graphic novel.
Yes,
in that it's like full of very vibrant, colorful pictures with short stories that go along with them, and it's all adventure, travel, biking. So
yes,
analog YouTube channel maybe. How's that? How would that be? Analog YouTube channel. Pretty cool. What was the name of that again? No
Tourist.
No
magazine.
Tourist. Where can you find that?
Do
you have to know that it exists before you can? There's
that too.
No website.
No, Grant changed his Instagram handle to No Tourist Magazine.
Okay.
He's a bit. I actually don't. I used to buy a lot of coffee from him.
Okay.
He used to. Well, he still races. He races a lot of cyclocross, but he was on the All City. They had a coffee sponsor 2 years ago, and he was doing stuff with Carytown. He's a really talented photographer. So his Instagram's beautiful too. And his rides, him and Cynthia Fraser ride a lot.
I was flipping through it, and I saw the thing from Outsiders, and I had followed along on their Ocracoke trip. And when they did it, they posted a lot of pictures on Instagram and told that story pretty well through that. And then, but they did a whole write up in the magazine on that with lots of the pictures. And
yeah,
it was cool. It's really nice. It's well done.
It's nice.
It's well done. It's nice.
I don't eat enough beet gummies to read too well, so I like the pictures.
Words are hard. Words are hard. You want to look at Strava Club, or you got anything else? I'm sorry. I want to cut you
Strava
short.
Club this year, this week.
Did you really?
No, God no. I still rode a metric in like another 30 miles.
I think I was top 10 on the Strava Club this week.
Well, yeah. Well, drink another beer. Michael Jeffs from Charlotte, North Carolina, with 172.8.
Good job, Michael.
Bree Bear. Man, SEA. Not enough beet gummies.
I would have thought it would have been Blair, too.
Oh,
Bree
I need a new
Bear.
prescription already, too. From Pennsylvania, somewhere up there, with 116.8.
Some people just they hide they don't want to share their locations more than that, and that's good, I think.
It must be the Pennsylvania people, because Tammy, Doran, maybe they don't want to even say our last names with.
I don't know.
With 115.5. So this should have been the week I went for, because we were only down to 114.4. But it was a chillier week, and our days are getting shorter.
Yeah, tough.
And we were up to 875, which includes Lori Lemieux, who told me today she joined our travel club.
That we picked up quite a few members this last 2 weeks. I think we've jumped up quite a bit.
Yeah, if we make 900 by Philly Bike Expo, we will go full mustache.
Oh, I would do that anyway. I would do that. I would go full mustache for Philly Bike Expo.
I jokingly, my hair's getting pretty long, but you know how many redheads there are for Locks of Love?
Oh, really? You should do that.
That's too long, but
how long does it have to be? Like 8 inches, 11
12 inches or something
like that?
I don't know.
You got to be getting close.
Yeah.
You got to be getting real close. I want you to wear a barrettes to Philly Bike Expo, like 2, or like pigtails, pigtails. Joey's got to sneeze and he's trying not to. I wish folks could see that. That's funny. You're going to get Blake all started again. I know it because
he's quiet.
He's being all quiet and laid down. So this week, we're going to talk a little bit about Philly Bike Expo because we're going up there. That is the
2 weeks.
29th and 30th, I believe. Is that correct?
Yep.
October 29th and 30th. So that's 2 weeks away. But I wanted to thumb through some of the exhibitors and see who people like really cool that we're going to go see. Lots of bag vendors. Have you noticed that? Like bags have popped up to be like the hot thing in cycling right now. Like little colorful.
Man, we were way ahead of the curve.
I mean, there are so many bag exhibitors that are coming. Insta360 is going to be there. Just a lot. You hear the geese?
Blake might lose it here soon.
There's geese outside the window. Let's
landed
talk real. We got to need to talk real loud so that he doesn't hear. He's going to hear. He's going to go nuts. He's getting ready to go. He's going to blow.
He is a water dog.
He's getting ready to blow. He can hear him. You can see him. Oh, we did a good job of like talking over the geese, but now he's back excited again. Nittany's going to be there. I'm excited.
Number one bag sorts in the Mid-Atlantic.
Love to see Evan all the time. Make sure you go see Evan, Nittany Mountain Works. Ask him. I wonder if he'll have pierogies. That'd be really nice.
Pierogies or pierogi bags?
Pierogi bags, either one. Do you have the vendor list open? Do you have the exhibitor list
know.
open? Oh, okay. I don't know. I was just thumbing through it. Ridge Supply is going to be there. Do you see that Rootworks is going to be there? That's a new.
Oh.
Yeah. So we actually maybe
we get that free bag they promised me.
To meet up with somebody from Rootworks. I wonder if Justin will be there. I don't know. Interesting. Under Butter, I see they're going to be there again. If you're not familiar with Philly Bike Expo, it is a fantastic bike show, not just for the vendors, but also it's just so cool, the frame builders that come. You see so many bespoke kind of custom frames We've talked about it in the past. You know, there's going to be a few of the big
Everything there.
I think I see Jameis is going to be there, but I think they're the only
Big Bread.
big Richie Design is going to be there. Rodeo will be there. Bunches, and I'm sure there's actually probably more on here that that are put in different places. Lots of local bike shops out of the Philly scene are going to be there. Just super cool kind of vibe that they have going on for a couple of days in Philadelphia. So if you're so inclined, I think it's just phillybikeexpo.com, and you can find out how to get there. But we are going to be there, and this will be like our third, fourth year running.
I went 18, 19, 21, 22. I've been like 7.
They missed 1 year because of COVID, right?
2020.
That's the year
Yeah,
that
we went 20. I think as a podcast, we went 2021 and 22. No,
I think we were there in 19.
19, yeah.
Yeah, we were there in 19 as well.
And then 18 was the year of the cargo demo bikes for me, Wes and Russ.
Okay.
And then, fun fact, I think we were at the first 2 ever existed at the Armory in like 2011 and 12.
So that was a much smaller environment.
Oh, yeah. It was cool. It was in a grungy old Armory. I think Evan at the time was with Evan was Dirt Rag. And I don't know. Maybe someone could give me the whole history lesson on those. But yeah, it was cool.
I'm looking through the list of frame builders that are going to be there. It's huge. It's just massive.
That's like the new, because Handmade show has been all over and all this other stuff. Like Philly's the place to be.
Bishop Bikes, that's always one that's jumped out and has always impressed me. I saw this Corvid Cycles. I thought it said COVID Cycles. I'm like, wow, that's a bold move.
Yeah.
But you know what? Maybe if you were born out of the COVID era, maybe it's not such a bad.
Did you see Old Bay's going to be there selling some of their spices?
Old Bay is going to be there?
Yeah.
I wonder if I could get myself an Old Bay sticker.
Yeah.
That would be a good thing.
Yeah.
That would be really nice to look out for that. So cool. Lots of things. And they've got lots of like, it's not just the floor, the exhibitor's floor. They're doing seminars. They got stuff for kids.
A lot of good stuff.
It's
a whole experience, like especially if you're not a Philly person.
It is.
We go up, we go to the market, we get cheesesteaks, we walk around.
Get a Wit Whiz.
We get the local whiff of devil's lettuce, experience the Philly version, pay $40 for parking, but it's good.
Remember that one year
we
paid so much money for parking? Didn't we pay like $50 for parking?
Every year?
Maybe that was something different. You were talking about like what happens if there's like the Phillies are in the.
Yeah, I don't know the baseball schedule.
I wonder what the baseball schedule, if that could be a problem.
It's too far out now with. I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking.
Hypothetical.
For all you folks, Reno 911 is coming back. Hypothetically speaking. But yeah, the Phillies are doing well in the playoffs. I think their game 1 of their second series is tonight. Anyway, I was like, whoa, that could be a.
Did you see that Ultra Romance is going to be doing a TED Talk at the Philly Bike Expo?
He's been at the expos before.
I know, but I just caught my eye. Ultra Romance TED Talk presented by Ronnie Romance.
Oh, jeez. Yeah,
that'd be wild to go see. That's on Sunday though. We're gonna be there Saturday, correct?
Yes. So Saturday worked best for schedules for a lot of us. Yeah.
Yeah. It's all good. We're there on Saturday. So come find us on Saturday. Reach out, touch Joe. You'll be rewarded with some form of a sticker. If you know that there's a special sticker that's going to be revealed at the Philly Bike Expo, and I may do a little preview, like I said, ahead of time, but so you'll know what to look for. Then touch Joey. If you touch Joey in any way, shape, or form, all you have to do is touch Joey, and then I will hand you a sticker. Do not touch me.
I'll at least shower the night before. Yeah. So the Phillies are playing the Padres. Sorry, in the NL East, and Game 7 of that is October 25th. So if Phillies make it, there's a slight chance
series could be a.
And then I'm going to pay $1,000 to go see Bryce Harper lose.
Holy cow! Can you imagine what the parking costs are going to be then?
Oh God, I will. We will park out and ride a bike in.
That's a good idea, actually.
It's too cold.
That's actually a great idea.
So yeah.
So you got anything else we want to talk about this week, Joey, before we jump to this or that?
No, I just like every bike I ride, I love my Synapse. There's still no better bike than my Libre.
There's no better bike than the bike that you're riding.
Yeah.
You're riding a bike. That's all it is.
Carrie Warner had a great vlog on Belgian waffle ride. Becca Feringer, Miss Kona, the female Carrie, other Kona rider. She won that for the women's. I don't know if we talked about Jess being in the last Carrie video.
We alluded to it. I
Briefly.
don't think we didn't talk about it in our recap of the Pennsylvania event. I was challenged by Father Dave to not use the word for what that Pennsylvania ride was. He said, I guarantee you that it's somewhere in your next episode, you're going to use the name of our event. And I said, I don't doubt it either.
Did I say it?
I don't know. I don't know if either one of us said it. I've been conscientious of it. So I have not said unpaved. Oh, damn it.
Well, dang. Well,
there you go, Dave. You win.
Pat did say, Pat also said we call him Uncle Pat.
Uncle Pat. Yeah, we bounced a lot of different names around for Pat, but he decided that Uncle Pat worked for him, and it was your original.
He's the creepy uncle.
It was your original idea.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I want to get Pat on the podcast really soon to talk about his new event that's coming up that, everybody knows Pat does, Lulakawaka Hundo, which is a great event in and of itself, but he's got
Staruka is coming.
Got a new thing coming, and that's in April or May. No, it's in May. It's in May.
It's June. I have the flyer upstairs.
I have the flyer because you want to hold on to the flyer, and I'm sure that Pat will be at Philly Bike Expo giving out flyers because the flyer has a discount on it to enter the event.
It did, and I will say it took Jess to go to Nebraska to get the unpaved flyer. Say that again.
There you go.
To bring back here, but it had stickers on it.
I know, that was so genius.
So cool.
Dave. The outside of the flyer, you peeled off the inside, and it was a sticker.
It was cool, but then now I have a hole because I like Pat's, and it's now on my cork board, and I like that little stuff, the little tchotchke. I got all my posters. I got a frame from Pat.
Yeah.
Uncle Pat. So I love that stuff. It's cool.
It is.
Hopefully he's handing a few more out at Philly.
Have you framed the posters that Pat?
I'm saying I've been a very busy man.
Yeah.
Because I spent half of last week catching up for being gone for a whopping 4 days.
I have nothing to do in life, so you could give them me. And
I got to go to Michael's. And then, bike shop life. Trying to run a bike shop and do other bike stuff. Busy.
All right, you want to do this or that?
Yeah.
All right, just between me and you, because it's just the two of us. Maybe we could ask Blake. He can whine and answer. I don't know. You could answer for him. First item, propane or charcoal?
Ooh, man, that's tough. Ideally, I like charcoal much more. Living in an HOA with townhomes where I could destroy about 5 homes in one, I think I'm limited to propane. But I do love charcoal if for like a nice Saturday.
Yeah.
But like tonight, I wouldn't have been able to cook the sausages that quick.
Yeah, because propane just works so fast.
Charcoal.
But man, charcoal, that brings back memories for me because that was all we had when we were kids.
Yeah.
The Weber grills with the charcoal and...
I do have my Weber kettle at work that is a charcoal smoker that I'm firing back up on Friday.
Okay.
Friday cookouts are back.
The convenience of propane, but if I had to, I think I got to go as a busy person, the convenience of the propane.
Yeah.
Although the charcoal just has so much appeal.
Oh,
so much appeal.
It takes a little skill to like really cook good on charcoal.
Oh, yeah, because there's no like number you set the dial to.
Yeah.
You got to dial that puppy in. You got to know what you're doing.
And if HOA, like, I love my Traeger, but no, if I lived at a place where I didn't have an HOA, I wouldn't be using pellets.
Yeah.
I'd be using I'd buy a really nice offset smoker.
Well, I didn't throw pellets in the mix. I wasn't talking about
I'm just saying, like, as a convenience thing, it's like same thing where I'm not going to torch the whole place down.
And I like
I've had a pretty big propane fire. You cook enough chicken and you get enough chicken
get that
fat.
grease going. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, second item, hash browns or home fries?
Home fries.
All day home fries. You didn't even have to think about that.
No, which ones are the shredded?
The shredded ones are hash browns.
Oh, I want hash browns.
Hash browns over home fries. So home fries,
The little potatoes.
The little potatoes. They're little cut up chunk potatoes.
I like whether it's hash browns like McDonald's style or like at a diner when there's just I do homemade hash browns all the time.
Yeah, the Waffle House kind of like you do it with onions and
like I'll soak potatoes, I'll dry them out for 30 minutes, I'll rinse them out, and I'll make my own.
Oh, you do like the real deal.
I do like you get a cast iron skillet. Cooking with Joey, and then you get your nice pile, and you get it nice and hot with a little oil and butter. And then you place it in there nice and perfectly. and then you cook it for like 10 minutes. Then you drop a little bit more butter and oil, and that way when you flip it, it's like one big cake.
Uh-huh.
And then, it takes
That
about
sounds
15
good.
minutes. But you start it all from just potatoes.
It's a lot of prep.
Then
time.
you won't want to eat home fries after that.
Well, the home fries, the problem with, I'm a hash browns guy too.
Oh, okay,
The
good.
problem with the home fries is there's a real good possibility that they go sideways and the potato is either not done enough or done too much. It's just, there's an art to doing the home fry. And that's what we get at Mom and Pop's is home fries because they're just chunked up potatoes.
Yeah.
But they do it so well. I'm not exactly sure how they do it.
So my trick, since this is the cooking this or that, is anytime I do that now, because I don't screw it up, is I pre-boil my potatoes. Then I'm guaranteed soft, but without because sometimes you overcook them.
Guaranteeing soft then?
Guaranteeing soft, yes.
Okay.
But then you get a little crispy on the outside.
Joey is guaranteed soft. Go ahead.
So I boil my potatoes, whether I'm smoking potatoes or, or if you're making home fries.
You off a little bit. Sorry about that.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, definitely.
Anyway.
I think we're both hash browns all the way. Halloween or 4th of July?
Oh, you really picked some good ones.
Yeah.
I think I like the fun summertimeness of 4th of July, but I'm going to say Halloween because I like the atmosphere, the time of the year. I like seeing all the
It's very
kids.
festive.
Yeah, and the families coming up and sitting out front with my neighbors drinking. And
We
I need to buy a little solo thing this year for fire. And
we gave up a long time ago on the whole
no one's coming down in
fireworks.
your neighborhood.
No, nobody comes into our neighborhood. But now that we've got like
We got a little baby Ray.
kids with
Gotta-
little baby Ray in another neighborhood,
You gotta
that's
go to
gonna-
your-
We're doing that.
You got to go to
hands
your daughter's
down.
neighborhood.
We are absolutely
I don't
going to
kn-
go.
This is the
Yeah.
freaking mecca for Southern Calvert.
I can imagine.
Every friggin' because we have
You-
3
you sit out
townhome
front? You
communities.
sit out front.
Oh,
like, yeah, and just do the candy thing. That's awesome.
Between the 3 townhome communities and the 55,
Mhm.
this road is lined all the way down.
You've got gravel on the road now. That's
Oh, yeah,
so cool.
Yeah,
Joey lives
like
on
a
a
dream.
gravel road now.
gravel road. It's
Yeah.
so screwed up.
I got to figure out who's going to pay to wash my truck when I come in here
Yeah,
tonight.
me too.
That's going to be a little expensive.
They're fixing drainage, so it's like a 2 month long. They're raising our road like 3 feet.
They've been working on that forever. It looks like they're getting close though now.
They are. They should be paving soon, but
Yeah,
I'll
you
take
get
the
real
gravel.
close. Yeah.
No, I don't know. Halloween's fun. I don't know. As I'm in my 30s, like I love holidays, but I suck at celebrating them.
Mm.
Like Christmas doesn't have the same feel anymore, but I love it.
Yeah.
And like Halloween, I don't decorate, but Halloween's fun. Now that you got a grandkid,
I don't know. I did really pick some hard ones, didn't I? even wrote them, and you would think I would have had
It's-
some time.
it's fun. Whether you have a cookout or a pool party, or you're watching fireworks like the Sandlot.
Halloween seems more festive.
I like the pumpkins.
Yeah.
I like the cool weather.
It's more. It like involves so much stuff because
I
it's
like
the
the
weather
smell of decaying
thing.
leaves.
Yeah. So I'm going to go with Halloween too. Last item: Philly Bike Expo or the Stop and Swap.
This one's not hard. I'm gonna go Philly. I have worked like 10 stop, swap, and saves. I'll never go back to one.
Oh, that's right. It's Stop, Swap, and Save. That's right.
Those were cool pre Facebook Marketplace stuff like that.
Pre blow up. Yeah.
Pre-internet.
Yeah.
When you generally that's where you went to find the tchotchke, the shitty parts, the cool parts, the parts that someone might have that, and you can actually see it in person and put your hands on it. That was a lot of fun. But
I remember-
it lost its appeal in the last 5 or 6 years.
It's gotten too big. The Stop, Swap, and Save. I remember going there when like it was only half of
Yeah,
the
other half
arena,
was test ride.
and the other half was test ride. It was so much fun just to go test ride a bike and ride around in a giant circle with a whole bunch of other people.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. Now it feels like it's like I don't know. It's overwhelming. It's overwhelming.
If
And
people want too much,
they've raised the prices this year too. They've gone up to $10 entry.
I'm not going.
Yeah,
back.
I've been gone in years.
I remember our first one, and we pulled up with a pickup truck and random stuff, and then I remember making like 40 grand.
I'll be honest with you.
On a Saturday at
if I
that.
had something to sell, like a bike, I would not go inside. I would just put the bike on the rack and park in the parking lot and make sure to get there early so that you're in the spot where people have to walk by. And you would probably sell the bike.
I've always had such good luck getting rid of my stuff there.
Oh, well, people come ready to buy. They come with lots of cash.
Dude, it's 2012. We learned how to play bike polo that year. And me and Wes each had 100. We got back from Oregon like 2 weeks before that. And we had a pact to each spend $100 only to build a bike polo bike. And we were successful.
Oh, cool.
And I still have that. It's a Kona Fire Mountain.
Nice.
I still have that.
Didn't burn in
It
the
has
fire?
XTR on. No, because somehow one of the Oasters had it, and Adam brought it back to me, and it's got like of era XTR, just like 20-something years old. It's steel.
Nice. Fun.
Needs a new. I'm hunting down like a. See, this is where Stop and Save would be great because I'm looking for like an 1.1/8 Chris King no thrill headset or Phil Wood, like something very basic
Mhm.
on eBay. Where it's like, oh, I could go around Stop and Save, look at 1,000 tables for one little headset.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh, that can become
I've
fun.
gotten a Showers Pass jacket with a tag on it for $25 there.
Yeah, if you get
get
there,
weird deals
if
like
you
that.
get there early, you can find some deals. There's no doubt about that. But you got to know what you're looking for. I think is the key.
I
But still,
think Philly people. I've heard people wanting to come to Philly thinking it's a show like that. I'm like,
no.
Yeah, you can go buy a brand new Nittany bag or a little tchotchke here and there, but you're not buying stuff.
Yeah.
Like Phil Wood's there, they're not selling stuff. Or Industry 9's not selling stuff.
Yeah, they're completely different animals. Philly Bike Expo
Shop with your eyes.
is
Just
just
you go to your local bike dealer after.
it's like a festival of
It's a
cool stuff.
it's a festival of meeting all your friends again.
Yeah, and it's almost like a gravel ride in that sense. It's the community thing because we go there
yeah.
and see people all the time.
The
Over and
problem
over.
is it's like a friend overload for the month of October.
And
And early November, at least it's all in 1 month because you see all your Pennsylvania, you see all your fun friends at Unpaved, and then 2 weeks later you see them at Philly, and then you don't see them for a while.
then you don't see it for a full year again. Feels like
I'll see the fun people at the Hush Money ride,
they
but
need to all come to Croatan in March. But that's 6 months away.
that's really far away for the Philly people. That's far away for us. That's 6 hours for us.
6 hours for us, but we went to Gravel World this year.
Maybe Father Dave can fly a jet from Rodale.
An organic jet.
With Willie Nelson peanut oil.
Get to work on that, Dave. Okay, you got anything else before we shut it down for the week?
No.
Fun episode. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun.
This is the first time we've just you and me rambled.
To ramble. Thanks, everybody, for listening to this episode of Mid-Atlantic Gravel Travel and Dirt with just Joey, Brian, and Blake.
Yes.
Sorry, Jess. We missed Jess, but we'll have her back on a more regular schedule here pretty soon. If you enjoy the podcast, maybe consider joining our Patreon family. We really appreciate all of that support, and we make your monthly donation of a couple of bucks go a long, long ways. I want to thank Bill. Bill sent us a little PayPal love. Sent us like $30.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for that. You can do it that way as well. You don't
We
have
met
to be
Bill
that
at the theater.
Yeah, you don't have to be a subscriber. You can actually just toss a few bucks and buy us a couple of beers. We like that just as much. If folks wanted to find out all of that information, Joey, how would they do that?
Well, our website is graveltraveldirt.com. If you want to touch me and get some free stickers out of that or assault charges, your choice. I will be at Philly with Brian. And our Instagram is at Mid-Atlantic GTD.
Mid-Atlantic Gravel Travel and Dirt recorded this week from right here at the end of the Dowell Road gravel section.
We've had the most gravel per capita for a while, but now it's really gone up.
It's really gone up. Thanks for riding along with us. Until next time, do good, be nice, go slow, and respect others.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.